Hello guys, and welcome to episode 22 of my Napoleon Total War campaign, playing as Great Britain, going for world domination victory. Previously we were attacked by Austria, but we took back the land that they took, and now we're going to be pushing through toward their capital of Vienna. But today what we're going to be starting by doing is wiping out Portugal. We're going to have a couple of battles, I reckon. There is an army somewhere here that we need to find, which moved away from Lisbon previously. And then after that's dealt with, we need to push through to Lisbon itself. We'll probably end up attacking this army outside, which will draw the army from Lisbon. Okay, so let's have Alexander Abercrombie go first. And he can just run down the road here. We will declare war, of course. On to Portugal. And they don't have any allies, neither do we actually, since all of our alliances were broken when Austria declared war on us. But here it is, this is the army I was talking about. Looks like it's just fortified there, in between us and Lisbon. So we'll give that a go. It should be a relatively simple battle, although their army composition is actually quite nice. They have a bunch of line infantry, a bunch of cannons. They've got 2 cav and some light infantry. So yeah, a nice spread of forces, just like our own. Let's jump on in. So I'm not sure quite how we're going to deal with their cannons just yet. We do have plenty of cav to try and take out the cannons over time, but we will see. Probably going to deploy my forces here facing towards them. So let's do double lines of cannons, like so, and then we'll have a couple units in between those. And then we'll do 2 units on the right,
wet powder makes misfires a certainty.
2 units on the left. We'll keep the island foot behind. We also have some Fencibles here. The Lightfoot can remain on the flanks. I will keep them on the right flank, I think. And I've also got a couple extra units here. I guess I can just put 1 on each flank. Cool. We'll have our cav stay behind. And we'll start the battle. I do have 12 pounders, so we are going to have to be a little bit careful with our own cav. But with any luck, they'll move away from their cannons. We can just charge them pretty much straight away. I'm going to have a unit start to move towards the cannons on the left side, because they are leaving them already by the looks of things. Let's just do light infantry behavior. There we go. Cool. My right flank sorted. Let's just sort out my left flank. Oh boy, that's a lot of shots coming in from their cannons. Right, so the cannons on the right are now exposed. The ones on the left are not so much. I kind of wish I could target their artillery, because then I could kill the units behind by making that attack. I'm going to run a unit of cavalry over to the right hand side. Oh, we did lose a cannon there. I'm just going to move my infantry out of the way. Maybe I should have kept my cannons a bit closer so we could engage the cavalry. The cavalry is the only thing that's stopping me from being aggressive here. Because if the cavalry is dead, then I can push my own cav, onto their artillery. We break down our artillery, push forwards with our infantry line, and that's pretty much job done. But yeah, they have left that unit on the right hand side there. We'll go take that out. So pretty much all my cannons are firing at this poor infantry unit. Actually, it looks like we're hitting a few of the different infantry units now, which is fine. I could, in theory, use my cavalry to take down their cavalry and kill the cannons in the same go. Start moving more of my cav to the right. We'll have a proper cavalry engagement. Play this like a real battle. We did manage to get into their cavalry, but it looks like we found their light infantry that was hiding.
Our men are running.
Yeah, that cavalry certainly got wrecked. Yeah, we kind of fell into the trap a little there. But the cannons are gone, so that's something. I'm a little worried about charging towards these cav because of the spikes here. And these units of infantry at the front here are taking a lot of damage. That one specifically, 126 men. Not good. I'm just trying to shoot down the side of these units. See if we can do some damage that way. I'm also trying to hit the general behind at the same time. Any units that bounce have the potential to hit. Yeah. There we go. You can see that working. Alright, if the cavalry is in range of my cannons, I'm going to take them out. 100%. Looks like their artillery is targeting our cav. That's not good. They got the same idea, apparently. Alright, that's all the cav taken care of there. Alright, let's charge into their cavalry there.
Yes, sir.
Oh, let's stop those firing. Killing my own cav with some of those shots. Alright, let's pull out. We've killed all of their cannons. They have to come towards us now. May just go and finish off those ones so they don't come back. Cool. Right, now we can fire at will again. We'll hit the general.
We have killed their general, sir. Now they
There we
must
go.
break.
Fantastic. So we had our cavalry engagement and we won it quite decisively, that's for sure. We took out all of their cannons. My first unit of cavalry coming over here and dying was a bit silly of me, but otherwise all good. I'm going to speed it up as they come towards us. And we'll have our cavalry prepare to charge them in the flanks once they engage our line.
Orders.
And when they're close enough, we can go to canister. Then we'll fire at will again.
Artillery reporting.
We did lose one cannon here, but that's okay.
Artillery reporting.
Infantry. We're in rifle range now. Sir, right away.
And the light infantry is engaging us on this side.
Infantry.
Move forwards into range of them.
Companies, ready. Infantry. Orders. Following orders.
Now, how is that unit not firing? Come on. And that unit's been melted by canister. This one should get annihilated by my light infantry once they engage. There we go. That was a pretty solid volley.
Yes, sir.
Let's move these back.
Glorious victory, sir, is soon to be yours.
Sir.
Well, the Cazadors are gone. I should definitely try and run these down. I'm going to have this one just come behind my line here.
Infantry reporting. 9 companies, ready. Infantry. Forward.
Right, how are these guys doing? We are killing quite a few of them.
Infantry.
Orders.
I'm not sure if I want to charge into that square formation. Let's just keep running down the men that are routing. You won't worry about the square.
Dragoons.
Right, any other men I need to worry about? Ooh, my left flank's getting wrecked.
Yes, sir. Orders. At the door. Infantry.
Yes, sir.
Following orders. Light dragoons on the ready, sir.
Light dragoons.
For whatever reason, these aren't really doing their job properly. There we go, that's better. Make them run away and kill them all. Fantastic.
Sir.
Light dragoons on the ready, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's get the unit that's further away whilst we still can. They might get to the edge of the map before we get to them though. There's another unit here somewhere. Might not have many men left. Well, that's a big mistake. Right, that unit just got absolutely annihilated. And that's victory. Alright, we'll continue because I want to run them down. Just to destroy the army. Though I think some units have already gone away, so it might not matter. Go mop them up. Fantastic. Pretty much it. We'll leave it there. So, a bit messy towards the end, but
Victory!
otherwise, it was okay. Decent victory, for sure. Right now, we're going to have Thomas Graham come down, but seems like this guy's used all of his movement points. I'm not even sure we're going to be able to do this turn. Like, take Lisbon. I'd like to, but I'm not sure it's going to work out that way. Right, we'll engage this guy that's going to pull out the army from Lisbon, which is intentional. Although the army in Lisbon is quite elite. They have a lot of chevrons. Wow. Okay, well, let's jump on in. Good old Thomas Graham versus 3 different armies. Looks like we're going to be playing over a river. We're going to find out where the fords are, if there are any. It looks like it might just be a bridge. I don't see any shallow crossings. Oh, there's a crossing on the right. Okay. There's one crossing on the right and they got a crossing on the left. Okay. Well, probably best if we set up some cannons on both of them. And then we'll have to divide our troops between them as well. Do 5 on each. The extra few units. I guess we do 6 on each, and then just have one maybe sitting in the middle that can just go and reinforce wherever is needed. Okay, I think they're more likely to be on the bridge side of things. Oh, there might also be units behind us, we mustn't forget. But that's okay because they will... or we will have more than enough to deal with the smaller army that's coming in from behind. I think I'm going to have 2 sets of cannons on the right because it's a bit more open. And we'll just have the cav in the middle for now. Alright, let's start the battle. And we'll try and pay attention to where they are coming in from.
Artillery! Artillery reporting!
Line ready, sir. Right away, yes, sir. Line companies, ready. Yes, sir. Following orders.
Alright, on this side, get our cannons into position. Our men into position.
Infantry. Yes, sir. Infantry reporting.
I'll have the infantry run, because the cavalry might decide to rush through. Speaking of which, they are already here.
General Staff, sir. General Staff, sir.
Okay, so the cazadores we can probably just charge. Honestly, I could probably just charge straight into the infantry as well. Squares did the job there at least. Let's get another charge in there. There we go. Lovely. Kill off that cannon as well. And that's the reinforcements gone. Job done. Cool. That wasn't bad at all. I need to get the cannons unloaded so that I can start firing at some of their cavalry.
Artillery reporting.
Yes, sir.
Battery reporting. Sir.
Just gonna move them forwards a little bit.
Battery reporting. Artillery. Battery reporting. Orders. Sir.
And what is actually in range? Those horses are in range, so we'll hit them. Cool. And it might even be worth having like one unit of guns come up onto the ridge here to just fire at stuff at closer range. We're getting closer with the shots, but haven't quite landed one yet. Surely they can hit the mark there.
Line infantry. Come on.
General Staff, sir.
Infantry reporting. Yes, sir.
I think I'm gonna move any spare infantry to the left or right, because it seems that they are trying to give attack orders like across the center, which is kind of strange. So at least if I do this, they'll come over the bridges, which it looks like they're going to do.
Artillery. Artillery reporting. Orders.
Right. Well, they're pretty dead.
Orders.
Not sure if I want to put on fire at will actually.
Artillery reporting.
For now, because otherwise they might shoot through my own line. Need to keep an eye on things on this right hand side actually. These Tiradore. These guys are like snipers apparently. The light infantry have the same sort of banner. No, they have a light infantry symbol. So yeah, these guys are like snipers more specifically. Interesting. We're doing plenty of damage to their cav right now. I'm going to bring both of my cav over to the right side. Reason being is if I can take care of this cav, then I can probably kill these cannons.
Battery reporting.
I'm surprised they are still there. They've only got 22 men left. I guess we haven't really been hitting them very well. Can I target the land in front of these cav? I can. Okay, well that's one way to deal with those. Going to be a pretty difficult battle if I'm forced to cross with my infantry. I'm trying to avoid that as best I can. I'm just manually targeting my cannons at the moment, giving them basically fire position onto the ground so the shots bounce up and hit the cavalry. They do have quite a lot of ranks, I believe. Maybe not that unit, but the other ones did. Wait, is that a unit of cannons coming across the bridge?
General's staff, 6-pounder ready.
The good old indestructible 6-pounders.
Line infantry.
Like all the shots coming in, oh my. Let's just stop those firing.
Artillery, you horrible little man. 6-pounder.
Now, when I said they were like invulnerable at this close range, I didn't actually think that was the case. But it may just be so. Which is interesting to say the least.
6-pounder ready.
Sir.
Artillery.
Come on guys, fire away.
Stop.
And they are being useless. I just have my cavalry go across.
Orders.
Fire.
Yes, sir.
Can I like target?
6-pounder ready.
Alright. Well, I guess we'll just do that then.
Stop. Artillery reporting.
I'm gonna have a unit that just continues through. Go kill the snipers.
Light dragoons at the ready, sir.
They do have stakes, but the stakes aren't in quite the right spot. It looks like we're gonna absolutely destroy them. Wonderful.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna leave one unit to continue that engagement, the other one we're gonna break off. And then we're gonna charge back into them from the side.
Attack!
Alright, let's not drag my cav through the spikes.
Dragoons reporting. Stick it to Dragoons. Dragoons reporting. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right, come on, men. Finish him off.
Yes, sir.
Lovely.
Line companies, ready.
Battery reporting.
They just don't want to fire stuff on the bridge. It's so annoying. It'd be really, really good if they did. Okay. Move back. We've actually made their cannon crew come off the cannons. I've done a lot of damage to these units on the bridge. It's only with the infantry, not the cannons at all.
The men are fatigued, sir, and must rest a while.
We'll let these have a chill now.
Orders. Yes, sir.
Artillery reporting.
Line infantry.
Because they have like decent unit ranks. You're saying that this unit doesn't have that high unit ranks, but it went down to 50 men before they break, which is kind of crazy. All the generals coming across. That is dangerous.
Cannon ready, sir.
I'm gonna fire at those cav with the cannons. They are going to have reinforcements coming in for a little while. They do have currently 3 more units of infantry on the way. This battle may take a little while. At least on this side, the canister should do a decent amount of damage. The bridge is being really weird. I need a unit of cav really to come over to the left and just kill off these cannons on the bridge. That would be ideal. I guess I'll just have one start to walk over here since they're quite tired. And they are nearly in range of canister, so we'll get ready for that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
There we go. That's what we like to see. Be a massacre as they come across on that right side.
Yes, sir.
thing is, because they are all lined up, those canister shots are doing so much damage. Oh, the general's going to suicide now. That's fine by me.
Ready. Line companies, ready. Infantry.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Well, there he goes. He's a goner. He's very dead right now. It looks like when cannons are limbered up, they just take no damage. I'm just going to run these over here, even if they are exhausted, because I need to destroy these cannons. So they keep pushing over the fort on the right. Oh man, that's nasty.
Dragoons reporting.
I'm just going to inspire the unit as they go across. I might also just use the rally ability here. They don't run away when they start to get into melee. Because when they're exhausted, they do often like just run away. Alright, cool. There we go. Wipe them out. Brilliant.
Senor. Orders. With God's help, onwards! Batteria present.
That unit is destroyed.
Moving, senor. Come on. At the double. Stick it to him.
Let's go take out the next one.
Per Kiilstofte, sir. Senor. 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 Artilleria. Batteria present.
And we got him. Good.
Artilleria present.
Keep breaking down those cannons.
Senor.
We want to stay out of range of the line infantry here. We'll have these come back across the bridge, since those line infantry are hunting us down. Look at the bodies. My infantry's going to run out of ammo soon. Ooh, what are those shots coming across for? Hello? You might want to stop that. And that took out like the front line of my foot here. It's harsh. Alright, they've got units coming across. Most of my units on this side probably running out of ammunition.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Yeah, we'll replace that one.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Infantry.
It's strange because they are on fire at will, so they should fire when they are in range anyway. Just not. I mean, something weird to do with bridges in Napoleon Total War, obviously. Don't think we've fought over a proper bridge yet.
Sergeant, is it me? Are they trying to kill us?
Ready?
Right, these two have run out of ammo.
Now, privates. Double time. Yes, sir. Group orders. Yes, sir. Group orders.
That one's run out of ammo as well.
Full, sir.
Oh, now they're gonna fire. Okay. Sure. I guess.
Line infantry. Artillery reporting.
Better late than never.
Battery reporting. Sir.
They all start coming over the bridge now. It's gonna be really annoying. I might have to start moving some more units over here.
At the double. Line infantry. Yes, sir. Roger, group orders. Line companies, ready. Group orders. Group orders. Yes.
Gonna have my cav, I think, come across soon. And then we can try and take out the artillery from behind. I think it may be worth just like withdrawing the lines a bit more, like just coming further back and just letting the cannons get the one at the front. Because then they come closer and the cannons actually fire. Probably shouldn't stand these guys behind the ones being shot at.
Line infantry. Double time. Yes, sir.
Great. Yeah, so those canister are now actually doing what they're supposed to be doing. Right, we'll speed things up. Awesome. This has been a crazy fight, but this opens up Lisbon. Can I hide these, maybe? I don't want this line infantry to come back. We want them all to go across the bridge.
Battery reporting. One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Okay, great. Maybe I should probably start charging into this because I feel like it's gonna get ugly. Just turn this into a big melee, honestly. These cannon crew's gonna be overrun.
General staff, cannon ready, sir. Infantry reporting.
Have time to go get those cannons. Nice, we just routed the lot of them. Okay, sure. I'm going to tell them all to just cross the bridge. Chase them down. We can just kill all of the ones we bump into on the way. Awesome. Might as well have my dragoons run across. The dragoons need to run down the line there and kill off the routing units. We can't get to the cav, but we can kill the rest of them here for sure. We'll just let the infantry do their best on this side of things. Alright, speed things up. It may be worth actually just charging into the back of those just to break them. Alright, we'll continue of course. I do need to make sure I'm catching up to the ones furthest away first. I'll get my general to come along and run that one down.
Sir! Sir! Our general is under attack!
Yes, sir. General staff.
Okay, we killed a lot of them. They are going to get out there though. Fantastic. That was a really, really nice battle. Damn. Took a while, but we got there. 608 lost, killed 2,254. They are still, of course, going to have some alive. The artillery did really well for us. I think these are two of the artillery that are by the fort. There we go. Very good. Now we just hit the settlement itself. The biggest issue we have is that they now have a bunch of infantry from the settlement to back them up. So we killed a lot of the infantry, like the line infantry, but now they have a lot of armed mob. So yeah. Anyway, unfortunately guys, it has been my time. We are still going to be able to destroy Lisbon in one turn, which is nice, so we'll be doing that in the next episode, and then we'll be fighting Austria that little bit more. That's it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.